Welcome all students. Today we are going to learn properties of angles formed by transversal on two parallel lines. Now, when we are doing these properties, we will use the Euclid's postulate. What is that Euclid's fifth postulate? That is, if the sum of two angles formed on either side of a transversal between two lines, then if the sum is less than 180 degree or it is less than sum of two right angles, then the lines are intersecting to each other. Using that property, using that postulate, we will prove the interior angle theorem first, and using this interior angle theorem, we will prove the corresponding angle theorem and alternate angle theorem. Now, what is the interior angle theorem? That is, if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the interior angle on either side of the transversal are supplementary. Now here, two parallel lines are L and M. These are the two parallel lines. Now the angles which are formed either side of the transversal, that is angle A and angle B, are formed either side of this transversal, angle C and angle D. Now the sum of these two angles, that is angle A plus angle B, is equal to 180 degree, and angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. This we have to clear. So what is the given? That is line L parallel to line M, and line M is transversal. So L and M is the lines, N is the transversal. A and B are interior angles, and so angle C and D also. Now what we have to prove? Angle A plus B is equal to 180 degree, angle C plus D is equal to 180 degree. Now when we are proving this, we have three possibilities. That is, which are these? The three possibilities. The sum of measures of angle A and B, it is less than 180 degree. This is the first possibility. Second possibility is that angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree. And third possibility is that angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Now where to put as this third possibility? But before that, we will see these two possibilities. So what is angle A plus B is less than 180 degree. If we consider, or if we suppose that the sum of these two angles is less than 180 degree, then according to this possibility, if it is less than 180 degree, means according to Euclid's postulate, these are two angles. Suppose I will draw here figure. So here, these are the parallel lines. I will show these are not parallel. So if it is less than 180 means these two angles are less than 180 means these two lines will intersect each other. So they will not, these two lines will not parallel. So therefore, according to Euclid's postulate, this possibility is not correct. So angle A plus angle B is less than 180 degree, it is not possible. So because what is given? Line L parallel to line M, this is given. So this is not possible. So first condition, the first possibility is not possible. Now we will see the second possibility. That is angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree. Angle A plus angle B greater than 180 degree. This possibility we will see here. Now see here. Angle A plus angle D. This is equal to 180 degree because they are forming the linear pair. Linear pair. Similarly, angle C plus angle D. This is also forming linear pair. Their sum is 180 degree. Now, if we add this, so angle A plus angle D plus angle C plus angle B is equal to 180 plus 180. That is 360. Now here angle A and angle B. Now here see, angle C plus angle D is equal to angle C and angle D is equal to, now we will transfer this 360 minus angle A and angle B transfer minus angle A plus angle B. Both angles will transfer on this side. So 360 minus sum of this angle A plus angle B. Now in this case, what happens if this angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 minus. Now here, what we are considering that angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree. So this is greater than 180 degree. Means their sum is greater than 180 degree. This we are considering here. It means that angle C plus angle D, angle C plus angle D is less than 180 degree. What will happen? That is 360 minus less than greater than 180 degree. So that is angle C plus angle D will be less than 180 degree. So here, if we consider this angle C plus angle D 180 degree, that is, if we draw the figure, you will find that this is angle C, angle D. So here again, their sum is less than 1 degree. So therefore, this line will again intersect to each other according to Euclid's postulate. So therefore, and what we are considering, what is given here, line L and line M are parallel. So what we are considering here, that is A and B are greater than 180 degree. This is not possible. So therefore, this is also angle A plus angle B greater than 180 degree. This is impossible. So both the two cases are here impossible. Then what is the third case? That is, if it is not less than 180 degree or greater than 180 degree, then there must be third case, that is angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. This possibility is arise here. So therefore, we can say that if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the interangle on either side of the transversal are supplementary. So therefore, these two angles are supplementary of each other. So here, the proof of this theorem is given in your book. You can write this proof and understand that by reading 2 or 3 times. If you cannot understand, then you can contact me for this theorem. But for exam, this theorem will not ask. But on this, depend on this theorem or using this interangle theorem, the next two theorems, that is corresponding angle theorem and the internal angle theorem, that we will see here. So next theorem we will see, that is the corresponding angle theorem. So now corresponding angle theorem. What is the statement? That is corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measure. These are two parallel lines L and M. N is the transversal. Now here we will say that corresponding angles are A and B. So what is given? That is line L parallel line M. These are given two lines which are parallel, and line N is a transversal. And what we have to prove? Now, which are the corresponding angles here? That is angle A and angle B. So angle A is equal to angle B because they are of equal measure. So this is given equal measure. So we have written A is equal to B. Now very simple proof is here using the interangle theorem. Now what is here? If you take this angle C, so angle A and C, they are forming the linear pair. So therefore their sum is 180 degree. So here angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. We will take as a first statement, that is angles in linear pair. Then what about angle C and angle B? They are also 180 degree because according to interior angle theorem. So here angle C plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. What is statement? That is property of interior angle theorem. Property of interior angle theorem of parallel lines असं म्हणतात ते सारे theorem of parallel lines. Then now from 1 and 2, see here, from 1 and 2, that is sum is 180 degree, that is A plus C is equal to 180 degree, C plus B is equal to 180 degree. So angle A plus angle C is equal to angle C plus angle B. Both are of same, both equations are same, so we are taking as both sides are equal. So angle C plus angle A is equal to angle C plus angle B. Now here angle C on left hand side, angle C on right hand side, we will cancel. What remains here? Angle A is equal to angle B. So this is the required proof. So here we have to prove that angle A is equal to angle B. So these are the corresponding angles. They are of equal measures. So very simple proof. This proof may ask in the exam. So you prepare for this theorem. And next theorem is alternate angle theorem. That is also an easy proof that we will see here. So next is the corresponding angle theorem. Alternate angle theorem. Statement is same, so we will write here, instead of corresponding we will write here alternate angle. The alternate angles formed by transversal of two parallels are of equal measure. Now here in this case we will change the name of the angles to avoid the confusion. So alternate angles are here, that is this is about angle D and angle E. Suppose these two angles are alternate angle. So here what is given? The given is also same, like L and M are parallel and N is a transversal. So here we change, that is we have to prove that angle D is equal to angle E. So you write here angle D is equal to angle E. See here, the same proof will follow here. That is here, suppose we will take here angle F. So what is that? Angle D and F, they are forming the linear pair. So change here, angle D plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. So angles in a linear pair. Similarly, angle F and angle E, they are forming the interior angles formed on the either side of this transversal. Similarly here, angle F plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. Again here, property of interior angle theorem of the parallel lines. So again here, form 1 and 2, both the sides are equal, both equations are same. So we will write both sides on the here, that is angle, and now here angle D plus angle F is equal to angle F plus angle E So here angle F and angle F cancels. So angle D is equal to angle E. So this is the required proof, that is alternate angles are of equal measures. So alternate angles formed by transverse of two parallels are of equal measure. So the corresponding angle theorem and alternate angle theorem, both the theorems are very easy to prove this using the using the interangle theorem. So these two theorems you prepare well, and if you have any doubt, then you may ask on my personal contact number. So we will stop here. All the three proofs were taken here. You can study these theorems, and on these theorems, the examples we will see afterwards. So today we will stop here. Thank you.